I'm Van.
I'm Sori.
That's Lobby.
And Salty and Chip.
This one said, oh, let's take a nap. Let's just take a quick nap.
Oh, so tired.
Anyway, this is RAMMSTEIN, Maine, Teil.
They're like, so what? Boy, look at my hair, guys.
I think your hair looks fine. It's Maine, Teil, I think. It's like my something, I guess. I don't know. Maine? Well,
I know that meant, oh.
Nine means no.
Yeah.
So mine, I don't know.
I'm sure that they're going to use that word in this song. I think that they did.
But we found a live song. Because I think live songs are awesome for RAMMSTEIN. Okay, so Maine, Teil, I think is how it's called.
Ready?
All right.
Go. Oh.
The mic.
Heute treffe ich einen Herrn, der hat mich zum Fressen gern. Weiche Teile und auch Arten.
Look at there was a man in the pot.
Stehen auf der Speisekarte. Ich esse weiter unter Krämpfen. Ist doch so gut gewürzt und so schön flambiert und so liebevoll auf Porzellan serviert. Dazu ein guter Wein und zarter Kerzenschein. Ja, da lass ich mir Zeit, was Kultur muss sein.
Yo.
Huh?
cannibalism.
Or meat eating, and they just brought it to the extreme.
Ein Schrei wird zum Himmel fahren, schneidet sich durch Engelscharen. Vom Wolkendach fällt Federfleisch auf meine Kindheit mitgekleidet.
It was weird.
But I feel like he's talking about cannibalism.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
mine
I mean, go to
tile.
the top of the.
So it's not mine
lyric.
teal, it's mine tile, which means my part.
Okay. Oh, well, that's weird. Looking for a well-built 18 to 30-year-old to be slaughtered. Okay,
The master butcher.
yeah. Well, that's weird because if it was like I thought it was like about like eating meat and they were just bringing it to like an extreme. But I don't think that generally speaking people want to eat meat that's been sitting around for 18 years. So you.
Well, this is what you would find in like a classified section.
Yeah.
Looking for an 18 to, you know, to have a good time or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, Craigslist now or whatever. But it's to be slaughtered. The master butcher. Today I will meet a gentleman. He likes me so much he could eat me up. Soft things and even hard ones are on the menu. Because you are what you eat, you know, and you know what it is. It's my part. No. My part. No. Because that's my part. No. My part. No. Mine tile, I guess means my part.
What do you mean my part? My part in what? Or
Her
my
body
part?
part. She's saying that's my body part, and he's saying no, it's mine because he's eating her. Or, you know, like in dinner, you say no, that's mine.
Well, why was it a man inside that bucket then? If it was a woman, he's trying to slaughter.
Your Grace,
What?
that's a member of the band.
I can't get somebody to act that part out.
Well, no, I think you're missing the point there.
Okay.
I just feel completely sickened by this song. You know what's fucked up is that I had my Chipotle, and you know I've got a whole half of my burrito, my chicken burrito that has yet to be consumed.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it through the night with that thing, man. It's fucking disgusting, dude. I hate
How
that
can
shit.
they be singing about cannibalism? This is so weird.
How can they be singing about cannibalism? The dull boy, good and proper. I'm bleeding heavily and feeling sick. Although I have to fight to stay awake, I keep eating while in convulsions. It's just so
I'm
well
confused.
seasoned and so nice.
Who the hell is eating who? And why?
I think they're eating each other.
Oh my word, that's so gross. But is it supposed to be, is it like using extreme language to talk about what people do in relationships when it's a bad, unhealthy relationship? I mean, how can we actually be singing about, like, how can the majority of the world that would even listen to this music relate to this freaking song?
Well, it's RAMMSTEIN. You're not always supposed to relate to it.
Ah. He's walking around with that flamethrower, man. One time I went to do target practice with a few people, and like one of the people, like, I felt like that they were like, you know, they had like, you might think that this has nothing to do with it, but they had a well-paid job,
nothing to do with it.
you know, and they, you know, very put together type of person, like, you know.
Target practice? You mean like at the range?
Yeah, at the range. Yeah. And he was friggin' walking around with that big ass gun, pointing it at people and shit, like not even paying attention to where the damn barrel was pointing. I'm like, the fuck? I didn't say anything. Now I would.
Who is this?
I'm like, I kept telling the person that I was with at the time, I said, he's pointing that friggin' thing all over the place. Like, doesn't he know any gun safety? It didn't matter. Like, gun safety course, you don't point that unless you plan to shoot that. Like, hello?
Well, he did plan to shoot it.
Yeah, well, somebody could have gotten hurt. I said, if somebody doesn't walk out of here dead, of course you're not gonna walk out if you're dead, but if somebody doesn't get killed or get shot in the fucking leg, where it's gonna be a miracle. Well, anyway, this guy reminded me of him because he was like friggin', he blows up the bottom of the thing, and then he's like walking around like focusing on his singing, like, and this like thing is all like lit up.
People were saying in the comments section that he's like a certified pyrotechnician.
Whatever. Like,
so that he could do this.
He's like walking around by people with this thing on fire, and like by the what do you call it? There was like a guy on a guitar, and like when he went by it, I'm like, I mean, you hit the button the wrong way or something. You friggin' flamethrow somebody on the stage.
It's like I told you, like, I was there at a show, and I was in the front row, and that shit is, you feel it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, if, like, when it's in front of you, and you're friggin' looking where it's going, but it was twisted behind him, and he's like singing away. I'm like, what is this guy doing? What if somebody gets hurt? That's the mom.
Well, that's like I said, like, nobody's, to my knowledge, nobody's gotten hurt from this show.
Well, yes, he knows what
because they know what they're doing. But subhanAllah, what a disgusting idea. But that's, you know, like, he shows up with this big giant cauldron.
And he's all full of blood.
And yeah, he's like a butcher. I mean, it's obviously talking about cannibalism. That's pretty fucking disgusting. You know, you are what you eat. So if you're eating a human, it's like...
I'm just genuinely confused as to why somebody would make a song about cannibalism.
I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. That's just pretty gross. It's just nasty.
I thought it was about, like, you know, animal rights or something like that.
Well, I feel like the people that kept recommending this song were like low-key, like, vegetable people.
Well, yeah.
And like wanted us to, you know, be vegetable. Because I feel like that's how they think that, that's how, like, do you think that, like, you can be a vegan long enough to the point where, like, eating meat becomes, like, that level gross?
Oh, yeah. When I was a vegetarian, that's why I was a vegetarian. It was so disgusting to me, and I was like, I couldn't process why anybody would want to put a dead carcass in their mouth. Why would you do that? I mean, my God.
Such a disgusting way to look at it. A cry will ascend to heaven.
Ugh.
I will cut through hosts of angels. Feather flesh will shriekingly fall from the top of the clouds into my childhood.
So what is he saying? He's going to kill even the angels too? Like, he's not going to stop at anything? Or?
Well, it's like birds, you know, like feather flesh.
Yeah. He just talked about cutting through hosts of angels.
Well, I know, but he's like, I'm assuming he's making a correlation between it looked to me like he was making a correlation between beef and humans. So then if you were talking about eating birds and how disgusting that is.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, birds.
Yeah.
You're eating, you know, would you eat an angel basically? Because they have wings.
Right,
and
right,
they
right.
fly.
Yeah.
And like you were fed on, you know, angels. I mean, you were
Okay,
feeding
so-
on angels, and basically it's like you've been eating angels and people your entire childhood, I think is the idea. Like, I'm not an animal person, but that's a pretty fucking strong rhetorical device.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know if they were doing that, but I'll tell you what, if I was an animal...
I think that's what they were doing. But he
I
doesn't
was-
look like a vegan. But that guy in the pot
No,
looks
he
like
doesn't
could
look like
be.
a vegan at
I'm
all.
completely judging him by the shape of his body.
Who, the little guy?
I'm like, the guy in the pot looks like he might be able to be
the
a vegan.
keyboard guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running around the stage with his little skinny ass.
Probably only eats one broccoli a week or something like that. He's one of those people. He's probably a Shaolin monk who can subsist on water, but
Yep.
Oh.
The dew of the universe.
that's disgusting. I didn't even want to talk about this song. It's so gross. Like the idea.
Yeah, I didn't know
I'm
what the
completely
song was.
disgusted right now.
I didn't know what the song was about, but I was like, the visuals of him was making me feel like my stomach was like turning a little bit. I'm not sure why.
Because you know, I will say, like, I'm not
because it was by his mouth. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm not a vegetable person, but the concept of the butcher was always like weird, gross to me. Like that somebody had that job.
Yeah.
Like all day you were just hacking fucking, and you were covered in blood.
Yeah. That is weird.
That's like a fucking weird, like, why would you volunteer for that job? It's like a dude who becomes a gynecologist, you know, like, why would you, I could never.
I hardly think they're comparable, but sure.
Yeah, but I feel.
But I see what you're saying.
No, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, I feel like that puts you in like, that you are a certain type of person to take that job.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain type of people that take certain types of jobs. Like, you know how people say, oh, you know, military people are heroes, and the military person goes, no, it's like, you know, I'm just doing my job. But
Yeah.
then you say, yeah, but you're a hero for even selecting that job. We're a firefighter. It's like, you're a
I
dude,
feel
but
like-
your entire occupation is going all up in
Well, I honestly,
women.
I
Like,
feel like that.
I feel like you're a certain type of person.
Yeah, but a lot of times you're dealing with like nasty issues.
Well, I feel like they get a rude awakening. Like, fuck. Like, honestly, I feel like if I was a gynecologist, like, that, I would become a monk after that.
You would. I know you would.
I'd quit the profession after a month, and then I would just be a monk.
Quit the profession after. You
I'd
know
be a
what's
monk.
too bad? You honestly, like, okay, I wouldn't be good with it. I wouldn't want you to be a gynecologist. It would ruin our lives. Because you would just, that would be it. We would,
I'd say, babe, it's a client.
oh gosh. Anyway, you would never
you have
be
no
right
idea
after that.
how disgusted I am right now.
I know, I can tell.
I'm so uncomfortable.
But if you could get past like all of that, like you're like the safest person to like be a gynecologist because you're not interested in staying there any longer than you have to on somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? You're a good person. I mean,
that would be the end of it for me. I'd go, all right, well, what are we dealing? Whoa, it's a no for me. I would just walk out.
no for me.
I would just walk out.
What are we dealing with? Oh my gosh! If my sister could see this part, she'd laugh so hard at you.
Right, I would walk out. That's it. I'd say,
Oh my
you
god.
have a problem. See a gynecologist. Aren't you one? Not today. Not now. That'd be the end of it. Then I would
my
move to
word.
France in a monastery somewhere, and that'd be it. Maybe find my boy Athelstan, King Ichabod. I will personally guarantee
There will be no chooch in this
never see
monastery.
another chooch again.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Talk about necessary evil. Subhanallah. Yeah. So you know, there's a lot of like the whole debate about like what's more healthy, and we talked about protein with the Teil video and all the SJWs were writing in on your defense and all this. Like, people were like, stop being so stubborn and listen to Sori. Stop being so disrespectful. Like, you actually like pushed me out of the way and spoke directly into the camera. But I was the one being disrespectful.
Yeah, but that's because the reason I pushed you out of the way to talk to them was because you weren't listening to me.
No, I wasn't agreeing with you. I was disagreeing with you. I was listening to you. I was responding to what you were saying. You can't respond to a person without listening to them. I was just not agreeing with you. But I guess in 2018, listening to a woman means agreeing with her empirically.
Yep. Across the board. Listen to what I have to say and agree with me.
But my point is like, all the arguments about protein and all this shit and how are you going to be strong, like, this song to me is like the best argument for vegetarianism, period. Full stop.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, like, I became increasingly horrified, and I'm purposely not looking at the lyrics. Like, you're not going to get a deep lyrical breakdown of this song, man. Forget it. Like, I'm not even... Look, I'm clicking out of the tab. Fuck that.
He's completely serious, guys.
What a disgusting song.
It's over for your boy, Vin.
What a disgusting... And then he comes out with all this blood on his, you know. Like I said, like, why would you choose that job?
Yeah.
Why would you choose to be the butcher?
Yeah.
Like, even the name, even the word butcher, like, that you should know immediately. Halas, that's it. Don't take that job.
You know what's weird?
It sounds like butcher. Forget it.
It's weird, like, I never, like, thought that job was weird.
Terrible
like, until
job.
this moment when you're saying it, I'm like, that's true. Like,
it's all day. 8 hours a day, that's what you do.
That's what you do. But, so I never really thought, like, about how fucked up that job was. But then I remember when my daughter, like, was, you know, when they're little they eat a lot of chicken nuggets, right? And I remember when she was like, what is this? I was like, it's a chicken nugget. And she was like, yeah, but what is it? And I was like, well, it's chicken. And she's like, yeah, but she was like, wanted me to explain what she was eating. And so I'm like, well, you know, like the chickens? Then I showed her a picture of a chicken. I'm like, that's like in there. And she was like, she didn't like that. No, she didn't like that. And then, you know, we had that friend, Erica, and the same thing happened with her daughter. Her daughter started asking, what are these?
Well, she never had a chicken nugget. They raised her vegan, didn't they?
No, I don't think so.
They didn't raise her vegan?
No.
Bullshit.
I don't think so.
Oh, because they were worried about her health.
I don't know. No, they didn't, because I remember I brought chicken nuggets and french fries over. And her daughter started asking, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Was her daughter eating it?
Yeah.
I'd have to see video evidence of that shit. Erica was a very strident vegan.
I don't know what. Maybe her daughter was picky? I'm not sure. I thought for sure she was eating it, or maybe it was my daughter eating it.
I think it was your daughter eating it.
I don't think so.
The little angel was horrified, subhanallah. Like eating it. Like,
no, because Erica is the one that taught me how to make a quiche.
So?
That's eggs.
I don't know. Maybe there's a vegan version of quiche.
Okay, babe. I was cracking the eggs, okay? Okay, alright.
I want to be done with this review.
Okay, what do you give the song?
It's a 0. Not giving it a 0. I mean, I like the riff. It was like very like...
Yeah.
It was very groovy.
Yeah.
I've never heard a riff like that before, actually. It was very simple. It was very top of the fretboard, drop D, I'm assuming, and just...
And the noise that was going on when he brought the...
Yeah, shout out to Azul. Like, there's like, she's like an industrial person. She was like, you know, she's in an industrial band.
I thought I got her confused with somebody else, and I thought she had... Because, like, I saw somebody said, like, that they had, like, 5 kids, and they just put out some music and stuff. I'm like, damn, this girl is, like, crazy. And so I was like, whoa, I was like, you're amazing. She's like, I don't have 5 kids, I have 2 cats.
Fuck, yeah, oh yeah, I was looking at that kind of thing.
I'm like, that's the wrong person.
What the fuck are you talking about? 5 kids. Let me find her. What's her name? Azul? Okay, yeah. So the Union, yeah. That was the one where the cat was coming after her during rehearsal.
Yes, I saw that.
Shout out to Azul Far from the Union.
Shout out.
We gotta do a check out their band, the Union Band Official. They're an industrial band, I guess, but like they've got some black metal influences and shit. So maybe one day we can do like an interview with the group and all that. But anyway,
Do one of their songs before we do an interview.
they better. Hey, listen. Girl, if you have any songs about fucking eating human beings and shit,
don't send us that.
I'm not even gonna talk to you for the rest of my life. God almighty, what a disgusting song. I hate this song, but I mean, it's probably a 9.5 considering if that's what they were gunning for. If it was like some sort of like vegan subterfuge, they fucking scored a home run for sure. Because I'm probably not gonna have my fucking Chipotle, which I was looking forward to. Why did we do this song?
You told me to load it up.
We need to find who suggested this in the village and fucking ban them for life.
Just
Can I do that?
unsubscribe yourself.
Can I do that? Can I ban them?
No, you're just being emotional because you're not going to get your Chipotle.
Yeah, plus I woke up from a nap and I'm never really in a good mood, like waking up from a nap.
Really?
Yeah, because it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. So
I know.
I feel like you constructed this entire situation to work in your favor.
No, you said we should take a nap, and I said okay, but
9.5. What do you give it?
yeah, I can't. I'm having a little bit of a hard time to separate like the visuals and stuff, and like, yeah, I think that I was gonna give it like a 6. That was kind of, meh. But I liked the sound when they were bringing the pot out, like whatever he was doing on his guitar. Remember we saw it like kind of focusing. So yeah, I didn't like this as much as I liked his other one. Like this one didn't make me feel like empowered and like. Or anything.
Du Hast is a classic song.
Yeah.
Du Hast is a classic song. This is a fucking not a classic song. But I'm giving it, in my opinion, the respect it deserves because it's so fucking.
If it's about
offensive.
that, then yeah, I would raise the score probably to an 8.5.
Just rate the song so we can escape from this video.
I was trying to, but then you
Go ahead.
interrupted me with telling me to do what I was already doing.
Go ahead.
That's it. I already said it.
Alright, so moral of the story, don't be a fucking butcher or a gynecologist.
Yeah.
Okay? In, out.
Sorry out.
Gone.